They say if you want to be successful, wake up at 5 a.m. But let's be honest, most of us have already failed by 5:02. Snooze button, 1. Ambition, 0. And yet, somehow, there are thousands of videos out there saying, wake up early and your life will change. But if that's true, then half the world would already be millionaires by breakfast. Here's the truth. It's not about when you wake up. It's about what you do when you're awake. Today, we're going to destroy the 5 a.m. myth once and for all. And I promise, you won't lose any sleep over it. And let's be honest, the people who say, I wake up at 5 a.m. every day are probably asleep by 8 p.m. Meanwhile, you're just getting back from the gym or still grinding on your goals. Success isn't about being up early. It's about staying up for yourself. Every champion started somewhere ordinary. They didn't all rise with the sun. They rose with a reason. So if you're watching this video at midnight, tired but still pushing, you're doing better than you think. Because success doesn't start with your alarm clock. It starts the moment you decide, I'm not giving up. This 5 a.m. club idea started with good intentions. Wake up early, get focused, be productive. Sounds great, right? But what no one tells you is that waking up early without purpose is just waking up tired. You don't magically become successful just because your alarm clock rings before sunrise. If success came from waking up early, every rooster on the planet would own a Lamborghini. What actually matters is why you're waking up and what you're doing with your hours, not what time you open your eyes. The problem is, people copy habits without understanding purpose. You can wake up at 5 a.m. and still waste your entire day scrolling on your phone. Or you can wake up at 10 a.m., hit the gym, grind your craft, and crush your goals. All because you had direction. Early mornings don't equal success. Clarity does. When your why is strong enough, the when doesn't matter. So stop feeling pressured to fit into someone else's schedule. The grind isn't about pretending to be perfect. It's about being consistent even when no one's watching. Here's the part that's not glamorous, but it's 100% true. Consistency beats early mornings every single time. The athlete who trains every day at 10 a.m. will always outperform the one who trains at 5 a.m. once a week. Discipline doesn't have a schedule. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. So stop feeling guilty for not being an early bird. The world doesn't need more tired people. It needs more focused people. Whether you start at 5 a.m. or 11 a.m., the grind only counts if you actually do the work. Think of it like training. You don't build muscle by lifting once at dawn. You build it by showing up again and again, no matter what time the clock says. Kobe Bryant didn't become great because of early mornings. He became great because he never missed a rep. Consistency is what transforms motivation into muscle memory. Some days you'll feel like a champion, other days you'll feel like quitting, and that's okay. What matters is that you still show up. Remember, motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. And the funny part? Once you build discipline, you won't even care what time it is, because you'll be too focused on getting better. Let's be real. Waking up at 5 a.m. sounds great on paper until your alarm goes off and you realize you're not a motivational quote, you're a human being. You wake up early, make a fancy smoothie, meditate for 5 minutes, and then you're asleep again by 7 a.m. Meanwhile, someone who woke up at 9 a.m. is out there crushing it because they actually got enough sleep to function. It's not about copying someone else's routine. It's about finding the rhythm that keeps you consistent. And we've all been there. You see a 5 a.m. morning routine video, you get hyped, and the next morning, you wake up at 9:47 wondering where your life went. That's not failure, that's reality, because nobody posts the bloopers, the coffee spills, or the days they skip the gym. The truth is, balance beats burnout. You don't have to be a robot to be successful. You just need to know when to push hard and when to rest. And let's not forget, even legends sleep. LeBron James reportedly sleeps 8 to 10 hours a night. So if he's resting, what's your excuse for bragging about being tired? Success starts in your mind and not your alarm clock. If your mindset is weak, waking up early just gives you more hours to doubt yourself. But if your mindset is strong, you could start at noon and still dominate the day. Your goals don't care what time it is. They care about your focus, your energy, your persistence. Because when you stop chasing perfect routines and start chasing growth, that's when everything changes. When you shift your mindset from "I have to" "I get to," everything changes. You stop hating the grind and start respecting it. You stop comparing your timeline to others and start focusing on your lane. Winning isn't about outworking everyone else. It's about outlasting your old self. So stop chasing a perfect morning and start chasing progress. Whether it's 5 a.m. or 5 p.m., what matters is that you're moving forward. One rep, one step, one decision at a time. Because mindset is the real alarm clock. Once it goes off, success is just a matter of time. So no, you don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. to win in life. You just need to wake up with a reason. The time you wake up doesn't define you. What you do with your time does. Sleep if you need to. Grind when you're ready. And remember, even if you wake up late, your dream doesn't expire. If this video hit you harder than your morning coffee, hit that like button, subscribe to Black Milk, and share this with someone who keeps feeling guilty about not being a morning person. Because success isn't about when you wake up. It's about never giving up. And here's one last truth. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. Learning, growing, and building the version of you that doesn't give up. The goal isn't to wake up early, it's to wake up to your potential. So stop scrolling through perfect routines and start writing your own. Because success doesn't belong to the early, it belongs to the relentless. Now go do something today that your future self will thank you for. Even if it's just not pressing snooze. Stay real, stay motivated, stay Black Milk.